Hello friends, in this particular topic we are going to discuss the laws of set theory. Now what are the different laws? The first one is the identity law. In this particular law we are going to discuss that suppose we have a set A and then the union operation between set A and phi would be equal to set A. Now the second one is that the intersection operation between a set and phi is the set itself. So in this particular in identity law we are seeing that in the union operation between phi and intersection operation with phi we are going to obtain the same set. So it is known as identity law. The second is domination law. In this particular we have the intersection operation of a set with a particular set is of a set with phi is always phi, and the union operation of a set with universal set is always the universal set. And the next one is the idempotence law. In idempotence law, the union operation between two sets is the set itself, and the intersection operation between two sets is the set itself. Now the fourth one is the commutative law. As we know that in commutative operation between two sets, suppose we are taking the operation as union and intersection, then the union operation between A and B or between B and A would be equal. And in the same way, if we are taking the intersection operation, then the intersection operation between A and B and between B and A would be same. Now the associative law. In associative, suppose we are taking three sets, then we are taking the operations as union and intersection. Then the first one is that if we are evaluating the union operation between B and C, then we are taking the operation of B and C with A. Then, or if we are performing the union operation between A and B, and then we are taking the union operation with C, it would be same. Now the next one is the distributive law. In distributive law, suppose we are taking two operations that are union and intersection. Now suppose we are taking A union B intersection C. Then union, the operation before B and C, that is union, would distribute on the sets B and C. So union operation would distribute on B and C. So the result would be A union B intersection A union C. In the same way, if we are distributing the intersection operation over union, then the result would be A intersection B union C would be A intersection B union A intersection C. In the same way, we have a complement law, and the complement law says that if we are going to find the complement union operation between a set and its complement, then it would be equal to the universal set. And if we are going to find the intersection operation between a set and its complement, then it is equal to the phi, that is the empty set. Now, law of double complement. We know that the complement of a set is always the set itself. So we have a complement, then we are going to find the complement of a complement, then it would be equal to A. Now De Morgan's law, it is very important law, and this particular law is used to evaluate all the operations, all the identities of set. De Morgan's law says that the complement of A union B would be equal to A complement, the complement would be equal to A complement intersection B complement, and the intersection of A union B, the complement of A intersection B would be equal to A complement union B complement. Now these are the results of set theory. Now the important questions, we have mentioned two questions here. One is the which of the following is not true. We are going to given four options are given here. we have to prove every identity, because every set here A minus A difference B is equal to A intersection B complement. So we have to prove, as previously said, as said in the previous lecture, that fundamental product is used to prove the identities. So the concept of fundamental product would be used to prove all these four identities, and that are the, suppose if you are taking the first question, so because we have two sets A and B, so the fundamental product of set A and B would be, we are going to divide the region. The first region would be 1, second region of B only 2 is the intersection operation between A and B, that is 2, and region third is the B only region, and region 4 is the rest of the region is region 4. So we have divided this particular set according to the concept of fundamental product what we have learned. Now on the basis of this division, we can find out the individually the sets A, the set B, and the universal set. So the set A is region A. In set A we have region 1 and 2. So the set A will contain 1 and 2. Now in set B we have region 2 and 3. So the set B would contain 2 and 3. Now the universal set is containing all the regions. So in universal set we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in the based on our question we will find out the operation. So in our question we have A minus B, B complement, operation between A and intersection B complement, so and A intersection B. So we will try to find all those values, all those operations, that is A intersection, what is the value of A intersection B, and then what is the value of A minus A intersection B. So individually we will try to prove all those elements, that is part A, part B, part C, part D. All the four parts we will try to prove individually. Now using this particular concept, we have actually the main important thing is to find the element, individual element, that is set A, set B, and the universal. Once you have find the individual element, you can easily perform the operation based on your previous concept. So we can easily find B complement. B complement would be U minus B, and it would be equal to set 1, 4. Now we can easily find the difference of A minus B. We know that the difference of A minus B is equal to set X, such that X is an element of A and X is not an element of B. So it would be equal to set, that is 1 would be the element of A minus B. Now in A intersection B, 2 is actually A intersection B is the operation in which it is the set, the common elements of A and B are included. So the common elements between A and B, that is 2, would be included in our operation between A intersection B. Now we have found all this. Now we will try to prove all the four parts. Suppose we are taking the part A. So we are taking the LHS, left hand side of part A, and that is A minus B. And after performing the operation, actually we have found the set, that is set is containing element 1. Now RHS, now we have the right hand side. So right hand side contains A intersection B complement. Now after performing the operation, the set, this particular set contains element 1. So we are seeing that element left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say that the part A is correct. In the same way we can find the, we can prove the part B, that is we are taking the left hand side of part B, that is A minus A intersection B. Now putting the value of set A, that is 1, 2, and the value of A intersection B, that is 2, and performing this difference operation, we are going to obtain the set that is containing element 1. Now right hand side of this particular operation has the set in operation A intersection B. Now the operation, that is the intersection of A and B, would contain element 2. Now observe one important point, that left hand side is not equal to right hand side, so it would be false. So based on this, I have already told that the fundamental concept of fundamental product is used to prove the identities in set theory. Thank you so much.